Oh, what's the schedule?
Josh, the good news is you have 4 hours to figure it out.
Yeah, the problem is the gap might be 7 seconds.
No.
What's the schedule?
Don't jinx us.
Do we have the schedule somewhere?
I have one for you. Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
When are these guys back?
Huh?
They're back for match number 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And they open the afternoon. Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
I'll just leave this here.
A day of volleyball taking shape here in New York City. The Progressive AVP League has returned to Gotham with the colossal storms of yesterday in the rearview mirror. We bring you history today, the first ever 8-match AVP League schedule. Every team will play twice today. Palm Beach will be back in the afternoon, but first they face the San Diego Smash in our first match of 8. Kim Barnett alongside Cameron Irwin. We have Olympic gold medalist Rich Lamborn down in the sand as we look at the AVP Cup standings. Miami and Palm Beach have separated themselves from the rest when it comes to this race. San Diego about to start the meat of their season. They have a chance to make a run. We're going to open up quickly here today as we get underway with the Palm Beach Passion reunited again. Cameron, they played just 2.5 matches together in 2026 league play. International's been a mixed bag. Is this a defining year for the partnership of Melissa Humana-Paredes and Brandy Wilkerson?
You know, it's interesting. You think about the defining year. Of course, you have to go back to that of 2024 in Paris and picking up the Olympic silver medal. But this year, it's all about growth, right? Last year, they were trying to figure out new systems. They have changed coaches in 2026 as well. But I think they're only building to LA 2028.
Palm Beach Passion have to be considered among the league favorites to take the individual title on the women's side. Palm Beach, again, of course, has done the work on both the men's and women's side, trying to repeat as League Cup winners. So we're looking for an individual title and maybe another league title for Melissa Humana-Paredes, who torched Miami in the season opener, winning a joust for the victory. She's had 15 kills, 18 kills, and 10 in an incomplete match. Look for her to scoop and score behind that of Brandy Wilkerson. Not all seasons are created equal. Some are a struggle. Some find the flow. How you respond is key. Through adversity, Brandy has found ways to win. This crew is 4-2 in the overall. Brandy has carried in the stead of Melissa's absence.
Now picking up 2 wins with 3 different partners. As you look to the other side in the San Diego Smash, a duo currently residing at 1-1 and just 1 weekend played back in Belmar, the first between Gina Urango and Megan Rice. The thing I pay attention to right now is Rice's blocking numbers. That's leading the women's side in terms of blocks per set. She is now facing off against the most formidable blocker in the world in Brandy Wilkerson. This is going to be a true test for Megan Rice.
Now, what level is she at? Back in Belmar, we saw Megan Rice emerge. Dominant blocking in one match. She had 5. The offensive output in the next match, 706, 14 kills, trending up is Megan Rice. Her partner, Gina Urango. 2 matches in the season, Gina Urango continues to display excellence. Most efficient attacker in AVP League play. Back in action here. New partner, more volleyball, new zeal for what could be the final act of her beach volleyball career. She's back in the domestic game, the international game, 2-time MVP here.
She's come to play. You look at what she did in week 1, 22 kills, and more importantly, 0 errors. She's at the top of the list in terms of efficiency, both on the men's and women's side. 579 after 1 weekend of play.
Yeah, San Diego has played just 1 weekend. They did go 1-1 the smash, so much volleyball ahead. There'll be 3 straight here to finish the season, at least the regular season, hoping to qualify for Chicago. That is the chase on the individual men's and women's side. Top 6 are going to make the Chicago field as Gina Urango gets us underway, topping one to Mel. Immediately on 2, and that's a winner for Brandy Wilkerson. So she's 1 for 1. That's helping the hitting percentage.
Yeah, the hitting percentage is definitely lower than that of the past 2 seasons, where she led the women's field, currently just below 300. Some context, she was well above that, about the 500 range last 2 years.
Yeah, you mentioned being number 1. 521 was the total, as Gina Urango is not left-handed, but she is ambidextrous. Gets that kill.
I'm a little surprised on that set. A good amount of spin, looked like a double on the side of San Diego. That's the conversation they're having.
We got 1-1, Megan
Off to a quick start here. Of course, it'll be best of 3. Last weekend out for Palm Beach, Brandy Wilkerson was alongside Savvy Corey, came up with 2 victories, both in 3 sets in the heat of Vegas. Brandy checks down, and she's 2 for 2.
It's a big weekend for Palm Beach overall, actually, in Vegas. The men's pairing also went 2-0, 4 wins, as they are matching that of Miami Mayhem. Miami coming off a 4-match win as well.
Wilkerson breaking out the jumper lately here. She goes float. Urango circles around to the left and finds it a little bit long. Let's check down in the sand with our gold medalist, Rich Lamborn.
Yeah, thanks, Kev. You guys were mentioning that the San Diego Smash have not played since the opening week here in the league. So I asked Coach Angela Benson, I said, how do you prepare? It's been a little while. She said, you know, we incorporate into our training playing these shorter sets to 15. So we feel like we are ready.
Well, Megan Rice looks ready. She gets her first kill off the set of her partner, the veteran Gina Urango, now 36 years old, originally out of Los Alamitos, California, and USC, first scholarship athlete in that program back when beach volleyball was a burgeoning collegiate sport. She'll put that jumper into the net. San Diego has a pretty tough assignment here with Melissa Jimena Paredes and Brandy Wilkerson, who can at times blow up and be incredibly efficient and vicious.
And one of her best skills, her ability to find transition swings based off of her defense. Right now, I'm just kind of watching to see how well she's moving again, coming off that injury.
She followed that one, yeah, a hip injury slowing Mel down in Miami and through the next event. So 3 matches were played without her. An identical 2-1 record during that off time. Urango with a long run to get there, and Brandy Wilkerson right on top of the ball. Coverage from Rice, and some pop to finish that point. That's a good save, 5-3.
And that's Megan Rice at her best. One of the most physical, one of the most aggressive attackers that you will see. We spoke with her about just her competition in Belmar with the extremely windy conditions. It definitely took away one of her best skills, which is some of those big time swings.
She's gone jump float after a couple of years of struggling with consistency of the jump serve. Nice retreating dig there. Rice. Shortly over the top. Opportunity here for Urango. She'll stay on the right. And find Brandy Wilkerson high above the nets. Block number 1 for Brandy.
Actually looked like Gina just took a little bit of a misstep there. She barely got off the sand on that last attack after the dig. There's the nice extension from Melissa Jimena Paredes, but right there you can see just the low contact point for Gina Urango, trying to find her best shot in that cut.
San Diego opened the season back in Belmar, losing 2 due sets in a 3-set battle with Los Angeles, who's been in a ton of those. There is that dig from Mel you mentioned. And the put away efficiently done against San Diego, who won their second match 24-22, which is the longest set in women's AVP League history. And then 15-11 over Brooklyn, who has had some struggles this year. Timeout now at 7-3 called by San Diego.
Good time for San Diego to slow things down. Melissa Umana-Paredes really looks solid thus far in her defensive movement. She's found several, whether it's short, over the top of the block, or even running down the high line.
Mel has looked to be at full go here in New York in the early stages of set number 1. Let's flash back to Miami and take a look at what happened to Mel, what took her off the sand for a little while. It looked like kind of a nothing play as she sprinted to her right, put her right knee down. Went to get back up and something wasn't right.
And you never want to see this for an athlete. Luckily, it was just a little bit of an injury in terms of her ability to come back. She had taken several weeks off. She was able to play internationally back on July 4th. As you look now to some of the tech modalities, some of the physio that she's been working on. It's all about blood flow restriction, red light therapy, and the Normatec boots that you saw just in that photo.
And Cam, you did some math coming in here in the partnership with or without Mel for Brandy.
Yeah, both 2-1, like you mentioned, but Wilkerson's hitting numbers, that's the biggest differential right there. Playing alongside Melissa Umana-Paredes, one of the best setters in the world, and also just understanding what ball Brandy needs in transition, hitting .355, well over 100 points better, as opposed to some new partners.
Yeah, and as Cameron mentioned earlier, you got to keep an eye on that as the second block is picked up by Wilkerson. Keep an eye on her attacking in this one, because in season 2 last year, she had 521, did Brandy Wilkerson. That was #1 in league play. This year, overall, she's hitting that 287. She's looking very much like herself early here, as that one is stuffed right back in the face. Megan Rice. Durango trying to move around. That set is off, and that ball is out. First set dominance continues here, 9-3.
San Diego has to be able to shore up their set location, and understandably so, with Brandy already earning 2 blocks in this first set. They're kind of pulling that ball off the net, but they're not able to be as aggressive from that standpoint.
That ball's long. Taking inside, Brandy Wilkerson's hitting a little bit more. She has 14 errors on the season, but she has 54 zeros through 6 matches. Now, I'll give you some perspective on that. Last year, in the 8-match series, she had 39 zeros. Teams have dug her quite a lot in this year, but not this time.
No, and I love that swing. Her ability to get inside the court, open up that line shot for the lefty. Just beautiful. That puts so much stress on the block to take away that much of the line.
Now, the blocking has not slowed down. Averaged a block and about a 5th last year. She's pumped that number up this year, so already with 2 in this set. Another bad opportunity for San Diego, and Cameron, you hit the nail on the head with that setting.
Yeah, and it really started early, not able to find exactly the rhythm they're looking for, then a couple blocks. The next thing you know, all you're thinking about is keeping that ball away from Brandy Wilkerson instead of being aggressive.
Hitting errors 6-0. And now the ace is 1-0. Winning all the categories and the scoreboard, 12-4 Palm Beach.
Working the short serve into the mix, you can see just the amount of challenge that brings to the opposition, having to push your momentum forward instead of tracking backwards.
That one is out of bounds, no touch, 13 of
That
4.
ball is long, and this first set is looking like history.
This would be some historical territory in terms of the San Diego Smash. If they're unable to find 6 or fewer points, that's only happened 6 total times in AVP League history.
Mel with the dig. Keeps him on the defensive here, 14-4. On pace for the biggest set victory in AVP League history are the Palm Beach Passion here at a set point. Hitting over 700.
They're asking for the sky ball, Kevin.
Oh,
Mel got it in her.
They want him early.
Oh, she didn't do it.
No, Mel keeping the pedal to the metal here. Ball well off the net. Dug again. Wilkerson with the kill, and that'll do it. 15-4. What a way to open the reunion here for Mel and Brandy. It took them just one set point and a minimum number of rallies to be victorious. Palm Beach up 1-0 in our first of 8 matches here in New York.
AVP Beach Volleyball is more than a sport. It's an experience. And for just $59 a year, AVP Gold membership gives you all access. Ticket discounts all season, early access to seats, compete in AVP events, and big savings on pro gear. Get in the game and experience everything the AVP has to offer. Get your Gold membership today at avp.com.
Championship.
Drafted by the NBA and Kennedy AVP.
Just take a look at this iconic field.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
We have a huge crowd, overflow capacity.
Cameron, a lot of players and people have been waiting for this moment in this place.
Ladies and gentlemen, I could not be happier to be right here, right now.
A historic set number 1 in the books. Largest margin of victory achieved in 3 years of AVP League play. Here in Central Park, we went Palm Beach Passion 15-4 over San Diego. Kevin Barnett, Cameron Irwin, Rich Lamborn settling in for a wonderful day of volleyball in a sunny New York City. Cam, what is your diagnosis here for the opposition to Palm Beach, who, yeah, they're talking about a lot of good stuff right now. Take me into the other 10 if you would.
Yeah, great call. It's almost flawless volleyball on one side and missing execution on the other. 0 errors between Humana Paredes and Wilkerson, as opposed to San Diego Smash's 7 in total. Jeannie Arango just not able to find the offense in set number 1. But when it's that much of a disparity in terms of the score, if you're the San Diego Smash, you just have to completely flush it. Ignore what just happened, reset right now. The beginning of the match is starting here in set 2 for the San Diego Smash.
All right, like the rainwater in Brooklyn, flush it all and start anew as the city is recovering from what was flood-type conditions yesterday. We were under about 5 inches of water here on our stadium court.
I was going to say flood-type conditions. Without a doubt, it was flooded. Queens was completely underwater yesterday.
7:50 in the first set, 0 on the other side, negative 357 for Urango. As Cameron Irwin said, the one-time standout setter just flushes.
On a t-shirt.
Yeah, put that one in the store. Rich can go over and ask for one of those in a double XL. That one down the middle, and Mel opens set number 2 in the same fashion as the finish of set number 1. 1-0. Las Vegas was wins back-to-back in 3 sets. Pretty gritty performance by both players, Savvy Corey and Brandy Wilkerson. Urango close to the net this time, and over the top was Brandy. Mel with a nice read defensively again, and the first hitting error for Palm Beach happens right there, and it's 1-1. Down to Richie.
Thanks. I was talking to Fialpa, who, if you're unfamiliar with him, he's in the box for the Palm Beach Passion, worked with the Brazilian indoor men's team that was so successful long ago, and then, of course, the gold medalists April and Alex from the 2021 Olympics. I said, what do you do when you win a set so resoundingly? Is it like a no-hitter? You don't talk about anything? He said, I want to make sure our girls don't get off the aggressiveness. We're playing to 30 total points. Don't let up. And that was kind of the message he had for his girls going into set number 2.
Brandy was listening as she collects yet another kill, staying aggressive even though she was off the net just a bit. Wilkerson nearly perfect now, 5 of 6. Well off the net, San Diego. Mel again with an outstanding read and the finish in transition scoop to score.
Already has 8 digs. You look at this team for the Palm Beach Passion. They actually took about a week off in terms of their preparation into this, and it was perfectly timed. They look refreshed and renewed, playing at some peak level volleyball right now.
Tough serve down the middle. That's it. Second of the match. First for Wilkerson. I mean, this is an onslaught.
Defensively from the service line as well.
19-5.
Just relentless.
Biafo mentioned playing to 30. Trying to win 2 sets directly and get off the sand, get ready for the afternoon, which is a rematch of an Olympic match that maybe should have been further along in the tournament in 2024, but instead featured the Austin Aces, now Brasher and Cruz, against Wilkerson and Humana Paredes.
And there is a level of efficiency that the Palm Beach Passion want to be able to secure in this match because they face TKN later on today. We know how many times it has gone to 3 in terms of that battle. They're expecting it to be a war yet again here in New York City.
Yeah, if you're tuning in now, be sure and tune in again later. We'll be on CBS for an hour, and then we'll be on CBS SN for the rest of the day. That all starts at 1 p.m. Eastern. That one's just wide left. Lucky break. Can San Diego generate any momentum at all here at 5-3?
Here's the slide serve from Melissa Humana-Paredes. She added that into the mix in 2026.
Or just look and not talk about it.
Stark contrast there. The hitting percentage reflecting the score.
I'll wait just in case that one is out of bounds.
Jeannie Arango has been the target throughout the entirety of this match. 16 attempts as opposed to Megan Rice with just 4.
Deep corner, a little bit too long for Megan Rice. Looking for a better result here in 2026. 1-7 last year with Corinne Quiggle. Won 5 sets on the season. That was the lowest among the full-time teams in the field. For Palm Beach, this is the final weekend of the regular season for them. They have played quite a bit of volleyball, coming with that 4-2 record. Everyone plays 8 times. Lots of volleyball ahead for the Smash.
There's those numbers for Jeannie Arango as she earns an ace off the top of the net, but 16 total attempts. And it is interesting because the last 2 service errors from the Palm Beach Passion came at the exact same location. They're trying to attack Jeannie Arango down that right sideline, both missing just a hair wide. Right now, she's stepping back using the entire length of the sandbox.
Brandy misses that, both in the pass as well as the attack.
And 3 straight for San Diego.
Sometimes you have to shake off an entire set. Sometimes you have to shake off a few bad points. Palm Beach will try and do that with a timeout here, tied at 6. San Diego up off the mat.
And while we take this timeout, all right, so you've already
think about 4 errors already on the side of Wilkerson and Humana-Paredes, which have led to 6 points on the side for San Diego. 2 missed serves as well as the 2 errors. Or excuse me, 3 missed serves.
Just in case.
The attack error as well.
Tied at 6 here in set number 2. This match is the finish for Palm Beach. Mentioned that as we look at the women's standings. They are in already at 4-2, looking to go to 5-2 if they can win this particular set of volleyball. For Rice and Urango, you see how much volleyball there is left to play. That's true for Brasher and Cruz as well.
But this is a pivotal weekend, especially for the San Diego Smash. You think about the fact that they will be playing in week 6, 7, and 8, but you want to set the tone. And in talking with Rice and Urango, they feel like they control their own destiny. You want to finish in those top 6 locations. And even on the other side, for Melissa Humana-Paredes and Brandy Wilkerson, can you earn a top 2 seed to be able to have a bye first round in Chicago? Because it is going to come down to the wire with the top 3 teams on the women's side.
Mentioned the 6, 7, 8 weeks of the regular season. That's Central Park right here today, where we'll play the entirety of the weekend schedule. Then we'll be in East Hampton next week, so we'll all be right back here to the great state of New York, but out Long Island, and then we'll be in Dallas in a few weeks' time following the AVP Manhattan Beach Open. Everyone who is in the top 6 will be in Chicago as Brandy Wilkerson drops that one low, and we have San Diego in the lead. Good job by the smash to get up out of that 15-4.
But it's a lot of self-inflicted wounds from Humana Paredes and Wilkerson. 3 hitting errors in this second set for Wilkerson.
First lead becomes another tie here for San Diego. Now it's 7s.
But that's a great indicator, right? 750 to 125.
Tough pass for the smash. Good set. Too tight to the net for the outstretched arms of Wilkerson. 3+ blocks for the 17th time. How about that? 25 career matches, 17 with 3 or more blocks.
And it's funny because you said what exactly? It's a great set, and against most blockers, you're 100% right. It is a perfect set. But the long arm of Brandy Wilkerson, she's only 5'10". Her arm span reaches that of a 6'2" attacker and blocker. So she takes up plenty of space on the other side of the net.
Officially measured this last week.
Yes.
Now another dig. Brandy with the turn, and that is uncharacteristic for Brandy to drive it long. Will it be 3-time women's best blocker for Brandy Wilkerson? This match any indication in the season? Any indication? The answer is yes.
And actually, if you wrap around before the league, she earned it as well. So she's already had 3 straight, maybe a 4th.
Off the net. There's a winner down the line.
Brandy really dialed in terms of that attack down the line. She hasn't found an error on that swing. That one a little bit more extended out to the antenna.
Can she find another block here? They've been going to the line, a little bit to the middle with their serves. This one right at Rice, who's well off the net and finds the range to the cable on the right side.
Forth we go as the smash fought their way back and have settled into this one. Anybody's ball game. Gina Urengo always dangerous at the service line.
That one softly dropped on the left-hand side by Brandy Wilkerson.
And I love that. The control she has down the line this time takes a little bit of the pace off. Beautiful contact out of the middle of the court, finds a short waterfall.
There are 39 bridges and arches in this, and a lot of walls surrounding Central Park. None as big as Brandy Wilkerson, who has her 4th stuff.
That's the nastiest block of the match so far. Urengo works back to the left side, and I love the patience. Brandy trusts her explosiveness, waits a second longer, able to just attack as a blocker. Instead of taking up space, she's going to get that hole.
Well, with a miss off that.
Palm Beach has used their timeout here in set number 2. The smash still have their timeout should they choose to use it.
Into the red zone here, over 10. Mel, tough pass. Brandy tracks it down. Rice, chance to tie it. And we're not at 11.
She needed it. It's 11-11. We're tied again.
And I'm surprised. You heard the call there from Brandy in transition, telling Melissa to swing line and the polling block of Megan Rice. However, Megan is hitting very efficiently. I might be looking to Gina Urengo, who is still in negative numbers, nearly negative 400 as opposed to 667.
Palm Beach having some reception problems, both partners. Brandy will check down. Now she's found the range to the back line. And intrigued to see where they go, Cameron.
It's been 10 years, Kev.
Yeah.
You should know that one by now.
We'll see where the service goes here. Is your game close to Mel's?
No.
Okay. Short service as expected. Coach Cameron had it right. But a little too much heat on 2 from Megan Rice.
Yeah, alleviate the pressure for Gina Urengo right here. I love this. Nice lift, even falls to the knee. And the one-time indoor standout, showcasing a little slide attack.
They're hitting 200 in this set are the smash. And holding San Diego to 231. Now 13-12. Off the miss. Back to Urango again. Tough opportunity, and that one is wide. That's more indicative of set number one. And the move may have come at just the right moment here for Palm Beach. 14-12, San Diego will use their timeout.
I mean, the numbers for Jeannie Urango are absolutely astonishing. We mentioned she was at the top of the league in terms of her efficiency coming into this match with 0 errors after 1 weekend of play. Right now she's at negative 410 total errors.
Frighteningly uncharacteristic. San Diego will get a chance to respond no matter the result of this next play. They'll be in action again this afternoon against the New York Nitro. That'll happen kind of mid-afternoon over on CBS SN. That'll be our match number 3 in the second block.
Men and women. There is a men's and a women's pair.
Cameron Irwin will be on the play-by-play duties for that one. I'll be on the sideline wandering around. Maybe I'll take a hole again. We'll see.
Today, 1 in the morning
Gotta love Kevin's sports science.
And 1 in the afternoon session. We get started. Whenever we finish in the morning session, we will get started at 1 o'clock.
Set and match point for Palm Beach coming up here. Trying to get out in 2 straight. After a dominant first 15-4, they've made a sprint at the right moment to try and close this match in a minimal amount of sets.
Passion.
If I'm Melissa Humana-Paredes, I'm looking straight down the line at Jeannie Urango, prepping for the option attack from Megan Rice.
Got it, coach. Urango shoots, and that one is long.
That will do it. Our first match of the day,
a tough hitting performance for Urango. Will finish with 11 errors and in negative territory. For Palm Beach, they will finish strong, 15-4, 15-12.
Palm Beach, really impressive in terms of their first set, second set, a few too many errors on their side. Even though they still picked up the win, I can guarantee you Melissa Humana-Paredes, Brandy Wilkerson are going to think about that second set and make sure they are armed and ready to go as they've got another match this afternoon.
A first match of the day goes into the books quickly. Palm Beach victorious. They'll run their record to 5-2. The face-off with the Austin Aces coming later this afternoon here in New York City. San Diego, they're 1-2. They'll try and get even when they're back on the sand.
Less than 10 minutes until our second match of the day. We'll stick with the women, and it will be night